Ivy, can you show me?
I can't because I'm walking.
Okay, Kanish.
Squash, bendicaya, and also hot pepper.
Peppers, yes.
What's this?
Gongura.
Burger.
You picked up those?
Yep, from my garden.
Awesome.
You picked up it, right, Mom?
Both of us.
Yep.
And that's how our harvest video begins. Welcome to Awesome Life. Hope all of you are doing good and doing happy gardening in this hot summer sun. July has been absolutely beautiful. We were getting lots and lots of harvest, and I was amazed how much our garden was giving us. July is more about the gongura leaves, which is my favorite. In English, it is called Rosella, and it is rich in iron, by the way. So I have been picking up some fresh gongura leaves and some basil. And of course, we had to clear up a potato patch, which was kind of volunteer potatoes, which came from last year's leftovers, I guess. So those were actually pretty good. The harvest was pretty good, and these were just the experiment onions, which were good too, and a couple of blueberries here and there. Mostly it went to birds. And look at my cute corn patch. I guess the corn will be ready in another week or so. It's almost there though. And I was picking up jalapenos. We have like tons and tons of jalapenos. We love it. We make nice mirapakai bajilu. By the way, I have a cooking channel which is Awesome Cooking. You can check out all the recipes, which are simple, and you can just try a different variety. So look at the number of chilies in this plant. One plant was having like bunch and bunch of chilies. So I picked up whenever I freeze the harvest, right? So I pick up, give them a good wash, and then freeze it into the regular freezer bags. And this is the Malabar spinach, which was also awesome, which is healthy, and you can actually put it into regular morning omelets, breakfast omelets. So this is how I freeze any of the produce. Like whenever we have some excess, we immediately freeze it. And the tomatoes, trying to so these were the tomatoes, which I'll step back. Actually, what happened was our tomatoes, we never got a chance to put the sticks in the support system, so they were almost falling on the ground. All these tomatoes were actually onto the ground, so I had to just take out only the ones which are on the ground. So these were just which were on the ground, and this is one of the technique to ripe the tomatoes. You just put ripened banana and just close it up with a towel and put it in a dark place. So what is that one, methanol or ethanol, one of the chemical in banana, I can't remember the name now, one of the chemical in banana will actually help the tomatoes to ripen fast. And of course I have washed up all the gongura, and it's all ready for the freezer bag. This is the basil actually stays fresh in regular freezer bags too. And we are getting new babies. Like how fast this one grows, it just amazes me like how fast this grows. And the bottle gourd, one of the variety of bottle gourd, we call it a sorakaya. I think I have shown the picture in one of the earlier videos, I guess. This grows almost 2 inches a day. You'll not believe, guys, like, you know, by the time tomorrow I go and see, it'll be like 2 inches longer, and like a couple of it's a little wider too. And many of you were asking about hand pollination. We have tons and tons of bees and butterflies in our garden, so I don't generally do this hand pollination. But if you are looking for it, take a male flower and just stick it onto the female flower. That's it. Let the magic happen. So this wasn't hand pollinated. It just, the bees and butterflies, they took care of the pollination process, and this is growing huge. Coming to okra, funny thing. Whenever I show these videos to my mom, she calls it as food jungle. She says like, you're growing a food jungle here. And the eggplants are so beautiful and super shiny. So these were the eggplants which had bugs, and even now, there are a couple of bugs here and there, but it's not that bad. So I just generally handpick them, give the leaves a good wash, and then I actually put egg emulsion. If you guys didn't check out the egg emulsion video, I would highly recommend it. Plants will love the egg emulsion, and it kind of helps with the bugs reduction, because it creates a slippery surface on the leaf, which will make the bugs to find it a little difficult to sit on it or crawl, right? I love the eggplant's flowers color. It's beautiful, beautiful lavender. And this is literally a jungle. For me to find any of the eggplants inside this, I have to just go into the complete jungle and see through each of the leaf to find the eggplants. Look at the shiny ones. You can tell if the vegetable is healthy or not just looking at the skin of the vegetable, how beautifully vibrant it is, how rich the vegetable is. See, that's what actually matters for me when I grow any of the vegetables. Quantity doesn't matter at all. If I get just one tomato or just one eggplant, that is fine with me. I want the most nutrient dense food, which we are lacking terribly now. We eat lots and lots of vegetables and fruits from store bought, and we don't know what they were, how they grew up, right? How the produce was growing. And this is the okra, the lady fingers. These okras are again they grow pretty fast from morning and to evening. They grow fast, and we have to pick up at the right time. I didn't get time to pick up the vegetables, and of course I'm just leaving few of the okra to seed out so that I can use for fall crop. These grow pretty fast, so I think I should be able to pick few for fall. And the beautiful flowers of okra, the leaves are beautiful and big, and it's so peaceful to watch this whole area of raised beds. This is one of my dream come true. My husband actually built the whole thing by himself. Each stone was 20 pounds, and there were tons and tons of stones on the soil. Anyways, coming back to the video, and this is the bitter gourd. This time we have planted a different type of bitter gourd. These are the short ones, short variety. It is more bitter and it has more flavor to it. And so these are the ones. So now and then I pick up whichever vegetables are ready and then bring it inside. This is the corn I was talking about, and of course our groundhog was trying to get to it, so I think I have to switch on the grill and just grill up this freshly picked corn. I'm gonna do a separate video on growing corn. Corn is a easy crop to grow, but you have to, once you know the techniques how to grow it, right, it's pretty easy and almost low maintenance, in the sense once you do it correct, right? Once you do it correct, it's almost low maintenance. Watch out for the video, I'll be getting it soon out. And the strawberries, I have to prune it. These are extremely overgrown, and we do have some summer strawberries hiding inside. I have to get those ones out. And the first tomato of the season. And we had a couple of peaches, and nothing like fresh peaches. And my daughter always gives me the clover plant leaves, and she says, "This is the love we get from the garden." So if you guys are interested in this kind of videos, and of course I have lots and lots of tips about growing garden with simple tips and tricks. If you guys are interested, please do subscribe to my channel, Awesome Life, and do share these videos if it's going to inspire any of your family members or friends, and like and comment. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I will try to get to it. If you have any questions, or like, and if you want to leave a happy note, leave it over there. You all have an awesome life. Enjoy. Happy gardening.